What's going on right now all over the news are all of these lies. They're literal lies about Mike Johnson, House Speaker Mike Johnson, his family, his kids. There are things being said about him that he said, she said, they said, who said, what said, literally fabricated lies. And here's the reason why he's being lied about. The issue right now, between now and Saturday, is Mike Johnson will not give up on Israel. He will not give up on Israel. And here's the thing. What you don't see is behind the scenes stuff. I wouldn't know it unless I knew what was going on from behind the scenes stuff. That what is happening in Washington, D.C., when people are saying, what's with Mike Johnson? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? Friends, for so many years, the Republican establishment, the Democrat establishment, they have been running government on their own resources, on their own thinking, on their own human wisdom. Nancy Pelosi in the House and Congress has sowed evil for so long. And then, to be honest with you, Kevin McCarthy didn't do much better. And then all of a sudden, a man who was not even seeking that position, Mike Johnson, was all of a sudden thrust onto the world scene, and he became the Speaker of the House. Listen, I know him. My good friend Tony Perkins has known him for nearly 30 years closely. Mike is a real, true believer. He's a board member in Christian ministries that I'm related with. He loves God. He loves the Word of God, and he loves Israel. And this is why he's in trouble right now. Republicans, I'm not going to mention their names because I'm going to get upset if I do, because some of them are very famous Republican names, and they are cutthroat rhinos in well-disguised positions and settings whereby they want to bring down Mike with the Democrats because Mike is standing for Israel. He knows his Bible. He wants Israel to be funded and protected. But with all of that convolution, you guys, keep in mind, that realm of politics is the seat of evil, wickedness, and danger. Frankly, that's why Christians can't handle it. They don't have the stomach for it, and frankly, they don't have the faith for it. And Christians will criticize politics and say, you know, we don't get involved in that. Here's what you're saying. We don't get involved in fighting Satan because politics is where that's Satan's pulpit. Government's from God. We are to be involved in government, but we're not to be involved in politics unless we're fighting a spiritual warfare. And so I'm asking you to fight a spiritual warfare now with me. Between now and Saturday, there's going to be some major decisions made in Washington, D.C. But the number one decision that many Republicans want to do is to oust Speaker Johnson because he's all about Israel.
So this was Pastor Jack Hibbs talking about that how, the Speaker of the House is being, confronted by other people and they are going against him. They don't want him to support Israel. They don't want him to stand by Israel. And that's why this whole rigmarole is going on on both Republican and Democratic Party. They want him to gone. They want him gone. They don't want him there. Why? Because he is standing by our allies. I was watching one of his interview recently with a CNN reporter, and she was with this big smirk on her face and still asking, what about the children that died in Palestine and the people, over 33,000 or 50,000 people died? But at the same time, they attacked Israel. That's what the speaker said. They attacked Israel, and that's why it is the whole war thing is happening right now. Excuse me. Otherwise, war things wouldn't be happening if what is going on right now wouldn't have taken place. And now Iran shooting so much rockets and ballistic missiles over Israel. That was also a terrible idea. And, so much gone in a very short period of a time. And how can you stand by and say that, the only one side of is wrong, and Israel mentioned it over and over that they are using human as a shield and behind they sit behind humans and attack. And what do you expect in return? So I'm gonna let our audience decide. What do you think? Should Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, be gone or stay?